Who is Randy? Don't bring anyone mother into this. Your mom in the fucking stand!
You know, when we first met, Hila barely spoke English.
What?
We had difficulty communicating.
Yeah. So wait, you're just smitten with her when you meet her, and you start like emailing, or how do you do it?
Well, you meet at the Holocaust Museum. We know that.
Yes.
Yes. And you're feeling romantic.
Where
you're like,
love
this is a nice
starts.
setting.
Yeah, shout out to Hitler. I always like to say that. I do owe him that. Hey, you know, we just hit it off. We liked each other's company. Obviously,
It wasn't like in a romantic way at the
Really?
time. It
I was
just-
interested.
Okay, yeah.
I wanted to fuck.
I think I knew that too, but
know?
but I was like, well, he's going back to America.
But you know
What
this
am I-
guy. You like, you know, he likes.
Hila,
Yeah.
she's not the type of girl to give it up. She's not
a
looking for a
good
cheap
girl.
fuck. She's not looking for a
She's a
cheap
good
fuck,
girl.
which is great. I like, you know.
So you
Yeah.
did. You got up. You
I
spread
wasn't
the
like
cheeks.
aggressively trying to, have sex with her.
No.
No, you knew that you had a good girl on hand, though.
Yeah, she's a sweet girl.
Yeah.
Which I liked.
So how do you stay? Wait, how soon after the meeting do you leave? You only see her once. And
We
you
were
leave?
there. We were together for a week.
It was a week kind of activity.
but hanging out.
that
We were hanging out
yeah.
all the time when we were there together, and we just stayed in touch via, email and Skype.
And I didn't know what Facebook was. And Ethan and all the Americans told the Israelis, you guys should get Facebook. And
They're like, "What is that?" That's
so
how long ago that was.
everyone
That was like over
exchanged
10 years ago.
emails, and it was kind of it was like a trip. We were a group, so everyone was like, "Oh, it's sad that it's ending, so let's all exchange emails." But I guess most of them probably didn't actually stay in contact, and we did.
We did.
Aw.
And did you send a message like you trying to smash or like that kind of thing?
She knew.
She knew.
Yeah.
And then after, so you go back, you see her just via Skype, email and stuff. When do you actually physically see each other again?
It was a while.
After
Hila
a
had a
year.
boyfriend.
What?
A year?
She was.
And even then, I came here for 2 months, and I went back, and then another year. until we
Damn.
actually-
Yeah, well, I was persistent, man. I
You
was
really
Good
were.
for you.
because a guy like me gets a girl like that interested. You follow that thread
Yes.
as far as it'll take you.
And that's what made it actually the fact that he was so persistent, because I never thought it would be possible. I don't know. It's like
And then he's like, I'm coming to Israel.
Dude,
I'm moving.
I came here first.
Oh, you did? Okay.
When I finished the army, everyone in Israel usually likes to take a trip somewhere
After the army.
after the
Yeah.
army for like
Is the commitment 2 years, 4 years? I forget.
it's 2 for women
Believe
and
this
3
For men.
3 for men.
believe that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't serve and I'm angry about it.
So I finished the army, and then I was like, well, everyone takes a trip somewhere. I'll go. I know where Ethan is. And I had a brother here in LA too. So I was like, I'll make that my trip. And I, like, from the first moment, moved in with him.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh
we-
my god! So you're like essentially visiting, but you moved in.
Yeah, it went from like Skype relationship to living together.
Immediately.
Yeah.
And then by then, you're like, I'm trying to get in. I'm trying to fuck.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
it
no,
was
we were.
obvious.
It was
A lot
obvious
of
that.
hand movements.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, there was Tom.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Saying, you know what I'm saying?
we probably did have. We consummated probably the relationship that evening.
Nice.
Wow.
But we knew that. We did know
We
that
knew
was the
that,
expectation.
yeah.
Because Hila had a boyfriend for a while.
Somewhere in the middle
but
of that. Yeah.
I,
It was almost like
and then
it was almost like my attempt at like, let me really see if I really can have an Israeli guy and make my life simpler, because this whole thing is gonna like be so complicated
Sure.
for everyone.
Yeah.
And like my parents hated the idea.
That you were seeing.
did they like
long
your? I don't know.
distance.
I didn't
Yeah.
know much about your boyfriend you had in Israel.
Oh, let's talk about.
Was he interesting?
He was okay. No,
Was he like Mossad? Like really?
no. I mean, we were
Special
all
forces?
just like out of the army. No one was doing anything.
He's like 6'4", ripped.
No, he was. I think I
Oh, really?
saw a picture of him. He was ripped, right?
no, he's okay. He's not a 10.
He's not like. Oh, he wasn't a 10.
No.
She's like, a 9 is not a 10. Okay.
What was he on a scale of 1 to 10? What was he on a scale of 1 to 10? Who's a 10 for you?
I don't know.
He was embarrassed about this stuff. She
Yeah.
doesn't talk
What
about it.
celebrity?
It's really-
I-
it's
Yeah,
really
like
adorable.
I don't even know who's a 10.
I don't care about
This is
people based
adorable.
on their looks.
That's how I ended up
Yeah.
with her. You
I
see,
don't.
I found a girl. She's like, I
I-
don't care about looks. I
I
was like,
dated
Girl.
a couple good-looking guys, and they were like the dumbest guys I ever met. But
I went out. Check this out. I went out with Christina and her ex-boyfriend to celebrate him passing his bar exam. Like, because I knew her as a friend, so I was part of the celebratory
While
dinner.
you guys were dating.
So
while she was dating her.
I was
other guy.
dating.
you were dating him
I was dating. Yeah, Tom and I were just friends, and
from doing comedy.
from doing stand up. Yeah, and so my ex boyfriend had just passed the bar exam, and we were all going to the strip club across from him. We were doing
Damn.
stand up.
First we did dinner. We went to a big dinner first.
Oh right.
Yeah.
I thought that was after a show night.
And,
No.
and
It's
you
a
were
nice dinner.
already interested then?
Yeah, but I mean, like, so she, I was also friends with like a couple other, like it was a group of us who were friendly that were comics. And then I think she didn't call me. I think another friend was like, do you want to come out to this dinner, like celebratory thing with Christina and her boyfriend? And I was just like, yeah, sure. I mean, we went out and then we had this nice dinner. I think it was probably like 10, 12 people. And then they were like, we're going to a strip club. And I was like, okay. And then in the strip club, she comes up to me and is like, hey, want to get a stripper for my boyfriend? And everybody said to ask you that you'd be the guy to know. like which stripper to get.
Yeah, because you're the dirtbag comedian. Now, here's two parts to the story. I wouldn't.
That's not true. You're not a strip club freak.
No.
Yeah, I would never.
But at the
think that.
time, so this ex-boyfriend of mine, I was actually on the outs with him, which is why I would never get
Did you approach
boyfriend
Tom,
on a lap dance.
Let me ask: were you approaching Tom in a flirtatious way of like, I'm kind of into this guy, or were you genuinely like, I want help getting a stripper for my boyfriend?
Here's the deal. I was too into getting rid of the current boyfriend. Like he and I were
Okay.
just kind of on the
Interesting.
outs, and I wasn't looking at dudes yet. So I was more of like unconsciously wanting to push him off of me, and so I wanted him to get a lap dance in a weird way. I think to get rid of, like, to get him interested in someone
Right.
else. If that makes
Interesting.
sense.
It does.
And so I was talking to other male comics that I'm friends with. Like it was Full Charge and Sickler, and I forget Andrew Wantuck or something. And I was like, dude, who's the guy that picks out the strippers? And they all point to Tom. And I was like, really? Segura's the fucking dirtbag?
How do you feel about that?
You picked out the girl.
I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny.
And did you pick a good one?
I don't remember.
remember.
I think
So
I
long
probably, if somebody, like knowing myself, like not remembering it, I probably would have ran with the ball and been like, oh yeah, I'll tell you who to get. And then like scoped
sure.
it out and been like,
You did. You
that
totally
guy.
were like, I'll help you
yeah.
out.
yeah.
But I liked you. I always liked you as a comedian. I thought you were very talented. Like Tom never sucked at stand up. He's a freakish people who, like, from the first time he did it was just amazing.
Really?
Wow.
And we were all open micers, and I ran a show, and I would have him close out every show. I just saw almost every show.
The closer.
He was so funny, even back then.
In your relationships too, he was the closer. He was the one that came and wrapped
Right.
it up, right?
Pretty much.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's true. I actually I got in there. I made it a deal.
He did get in there.
Yeah. She
So
was like
cute.
such
He was so young.
She was like so punk rock. She was like wearing fishnets and knee-high boots, smoking cigarettes out
Oh,
on
yeah.
Sunset. I was like, Jesus.
So angry. This was before
like-
therapy. I was like,
She's like, where are you from?
shut up.
Okay. Yes, you were.
I did not say
yes,
it like
you
that.
were. You were
I'm all
totally like
LA girl.
You're like, I'm from LA. Everywhere else sucks.
It's true.
Okay.
If it's not LA, it's shit.
That is her
Doesn't count.
philosophy.
Oh, I'm so pro LA. I'm like, except for
love
Israel.
LA.
I love Israel.
Well, have you been there?
No, I want to though. I go
That's
there.
cool. That's all right.
No, as far as the U.S., I love LA. It's my home. I just don't like leaving my area. I don't like it.
It's comfortable.
Yeah.
It's comfortable.
I'm
What's
That's
out
lazy.
there's you learn as you get older. Everyone's like got this idea in their mind, like the trip of a lifetime, and I need adventure. There's nothing good out there.
No.
You know what I mean? Yeah. There's nothing out there.
No.
No, it's not good.
What's out there? The same shit, except you don't.
Different food,
Fit
different
in.
flavors.
Do you not like traveling?
It's okay.
Yeah.
It is overrated. I swear to God, traveling is
Yeah.
severely overrated.
I think you would
What?
really
Well,
click
going
with my
through
dad.
LAX.
I got to get my dad on the phone with you. My dad, I was like, my dad's retiring in December. And I was like,
God bless him.
yeah, I'm like very happy for him. I go, are you, do you want to travel? He's like, I want to travel. And I go, somewhere like, let's say you haven't really been to and enjoy, like Italy. He's like, Italy?
Italy.
He goes, what do I want to do that for? I go, I go, I don't know, museums are. He's like, oh shit, I hate that shit. And I go,
That's amazing.
Why? And he's like, I mean, if once you see a painting, you saw it.
He's right,
I go,
though. Like, who actually... You have to pretend to enjoy museums.
Oh, I don't enjoy them
Nobody
anymore.
who's an honest person enjoys museums.
No.
It's fucking stupid. And you only go because you think you're supposed to like it.